Whitney Houston's soaring voice reminded us that talent demands relentless practice. Barbara Walters pioneered relentless interview rigor, showing that preparation and curiosity are the backbone of lasting journalism. Michael Gambon's mastery on stage taught us that discipline outlives any spotlight. Gene Hackman proved that quiet determination and steady rehearsal can turn a supporting role into an unforgettable performance. Norm Macdonald's deadpan timing revealed that comedy thrives on disciplined writing and fearless risk. Marilyn Monroe's iconic image masks the grueling work ethic behind her glamour, reminding us that fame hides countless unseen hours. Jennifer Aniston's career is built on a relentless commitment to the craft of acting, not on fleeting fame. She treats each script like a blueprint, dissecting dialogue, mapping beats, and rehearsing movements until the character feels inevitable. In a 2015 Vanity Fair interview, she explained, "I'm a workhorse. I read, I rehearse, I watch my own performances, and strip them down to the essentials." That work ethic started long before the sitcom that made her a household name. After graduating from the Actors Studio Drama School at New York University, Aniston moved to Los Angeles with a modest resume and a determination to learn the business from the ground up. Early television spots on shows such as Muddling Through and Ferris Bueller were auditions in themselves. Each required her to quickly adapt to new writers, directors, and on-set rhythms. She described those years as a series of grind sessions, where she would arrive at the set at dawn, review pages with a focus sharpened by the knowledge that any misstep could cost a role. The breakthrough came when she walked into the casting room for the role of Monica Geller on Friends. The audition was a study in precision. She delivered lines with a rhythm that mirrored the laugh track, yet kept the character's anxiety grounded in reality. The producers praised her beat-by-beat approach, noting that Aniston's preparation allowed her to hit comedic timing without relying on shortcuts. Once the show began, the 8-year run required a disciplined schedule. 6 days of filming per week, table reads that doubled as rehearsal labs, and endless rewrites that demanded rapid assimilation. Aniston credits the ensemble's collaborative ethic for sharpening her instincts, saying that the writer's room was a constant workshop where we all learned to trust the process. Beyond the sitcom, Aniston pursued roles that tested her range. In The Good Girl, 2002, she worked with director Miguel Arteta to explore a suburban woman's quiet desperation. She spent weeks with a dialect coach, perfecting a subtle Midwestern accent, and rehearsed scenes repeatedly to capture the internal conflict that the script only hinted at. The film's critical reception highlighted her willingness to step outside the comedic comfort zone, a choice that required both artistic courage and strategic career planning. Her subsequent comedies, The Breakup Girl, Horrible Bosses, and We're the Millers, were not merely box office vehicles. Each involved a meticulous script analysis that balanced humor with character depth. Aniston often met with writers to discuss jokes that landed with authenticity, insisting on earned laughs rather than punchlines that felt forced. This collaborative approach extended to her work with directors like Nancy Meyers, where she would storyboard scenes, experiment with physical comedy, and adjust timing based on multiple takes. The result was a series of performances that, while commercially successful, also demonstrated a disciplined refinement of comedic craft. In parallel, Aniston built a business acumen that mirrors her artistic discipline. She co-founded the production company Echo Films in 2015, choosing projects that aligned with her values and allowed creative control. The company's first major project, The Switch, 2010, saw her not only star but also serve as an executive producer, overseeing casting, budgeting, and post-production decisions. She treated those responsibilities as an extension of her rehearsal process, meticulously reviewing scripts, negotiating contracts, and ensuring that each department adhered to a unified vision. Aniston's brand partnerships, from Smart Water to Planters, also reflect a strategic mindset. Rather than accepting endorsements for their surface appeal, she evaluates how a product aligns with her public persona and personal ethos. In interviews, she has spoken about the risk of overexposure, noting that she carefully selects collaborations that feel authentic and that she can stand behind in promotional appearances. The public image of Aniston as the perpetually upbeat girl next door masks a private reality of relentless scrutiny and personal sacrifice. Media focus on her relationships, fashion choices, and body image creates a pressure cooker that demands a disciplined mental regimen. She has spoken openly about therapy and mindfulness practices she employs to maintain emotional equilibrium, emphasizing that the same dedication she applies to a scene is essential for personal resilience. In a 2020 interview with the New York Times, she described the behind-the-scenes work of unlearning the myth of effortless glamour, and instead cultivating a daily routine of script reading, vocal warm-ups, and physical conditioning. The transition to streaming platforms in the 2020s presented a new set of challenges. As a lead in Apple TV Plus's The Morning Show, Aniston not only acts but also produces, navigating a hybrid role that blends on-camera performance with executive oversight. The series' narrative about a newsroom in crisis demanded intensive research. Aniston spent weeks with journalists absorbing terminologies and newsroom rhythms to bring authenticity to her portrayal of a media executive. She also participated in writers' rooms, offering feedback that helped shape the show's tone, an embodiment of her belief that the best work happens when actors are part of the storytelling engine. Even as she expands into producing, Aniston continues to hone her acting technique. She regularly attends acting workshops, works with coaches on scene study, and maintains a regimen of vocal exercises to keep her performance tools sharp. Her commitment to continuous improvement mirrors the discipline of the legends introduced at the start of this documentary, showing that the pursuit of excellence never truly ends. Today, Aniston stands at a crossroads of legacy and future ambition. She balances high-profile acting gigs with behind-the-camera initiatives, mentors emerging talent, and uses her platform to advocate for gender equality in Hollywood. The narrative that surrounds her, glamour, gossip, and endless reruns, only scratches the surface of a career forged through disciplined rehearsal, strategic risk-taking, and an unyielding dedication to the craft. As the industry evolves, Jennifer Aniston's story reminds us that enduring success is less about fleeting moments of fame and more about the relentless, often unseen work that turns talent into timeless performance.